back to my channel. For this week's video, I am going to do the complete opposite of what I normally do for university video. I normally tell you guys how much I love university, what great things you can expect for university. Those are by all means very true, but there are also bad things about university since nothing is perfect, including university. I want to give you guys like a heads up on what to expect and some struggles you may stumble upon during your university journey. So here are the reasons why I hate university sometimes. First, university consists of a lot of reading, and it relies you to study on your own independently so much. What I mean is that during my period studying at university, I've read more than I have for my entire life, if you get what I mean. Since there are so many complementary reading, extra reading you need to read, you really need to devote yourself to a degree that you actually enjoy, or else you're just gonna hate everything that you read and you're gonna hate every single second of university. I am definitely not a reading person. I really don't like reading. I feel like I've only read like 4 books my entire life. But after going to university, I have to read a lot of research articles, a lot of journals, a lot of books, a lot of academic literature, and I just didn't have a choice. So if you're not a reading person like me, I'm just gonna let you know that you're gonna, at some point of your university life, read a lot, and that's something that's unavoidable, since to produce good quality work, you have to get sources, and to get good sources, you have to read a lot. So that is that. And independent studying, university is a very non-structural learning routine. I only get like 6 hours of contact every single week. Obviously that depends on your degree. For example, medicine or dentistry, those you have a lot more contact hours with your professors. But for degrees like me, there is a lot of independent studying time, which also means that you really have to make sure that you spend your free time productively, and obviously have fun, but work hard as well. So it's all about being a responsible adult and take care of your schoolwork. As I said in many of my videos, no one's gonna nag you, and university is really to test you. If you can fight temptations of missing out that one night out with your friend just to make sure that you study the night before your exam, those kind of thing, it's really important for you to just have a structural learning routine for yourself, because university itself is not going to plan your whole learning timetable for you. You're the one who has to plan when to study, when to read. The only time that is planned for you is when you're going to a lecture, but the rest is up to you. Second is, you need to find your own accommodation. You need to be the admin of yourself. You need to be your own manager, basically. Similar to my first point, you need to take care of yourself fully. You need to find your own accommodation and everything, especially if you are a second year student, you're trying to find a flat with your friends. Normally people move out of university accommodation during your second year, and that's something you need to sort out during your first year of university. Which also leads to my other point, is that you will live with your friends, and sometimes you really make sure you need to pick the right person, because I've lost a few friends because I live with them and I realized that I'm just incompatible with them for their personality, how they live. You never know a person truly until you live with them. So really be careful on who you choose, because living together might break a lot of friendships. I'm just gonna give you a heads up on that. One advice is, don't live with your boyfriend slash girlfriend that you met during university, because realistically the chances of you really being together until marriage is quite rare. I'm not trying to break your heart, I'm just being super realistic here. And if you have to stay with your significant other after you, touch wood, broke up, that is just the worst thing ever. So I just want to let you know, I think it's really stupid to just devote your entire accommodation with another person, just one other person. It's literally like you either love it or you hate it. And I advise you share your flat with more people, so even if you don't like that one person, there's another person that you can actually communicate with. Sometimes you're also going to feel like you're missing out, because university is a time in your life where a lot of things happen. There are just so many activities for you to be involved in, and there's just so many different things happening simultaneously. There are a few times at my freshers I feel like, oh, I didn't go to this activity, and some of my friends went. I just feel like I'm missing out. You definitely will feel like that sometime of your university life. I think probably the first or second week, because that's when most activities are. But just to let you know, like, don't feel that way. Don't have the fear of missing out, because ultimately there is just so many things you could do in the day, and you should always let yourself rest. Don't tire yourself out, because A lot of people get sick during the first week since they go to so many events, see so many people, and they move to a complete new place with new climate. Just make sure to take your vitamins and take care of yourself, because everyone's gonna ultimately miss out in some way, since no one on earth can be able to attend every single activity hosted by the university. So just go to the ones that you feel comfortable, feel interested in, and don't go just because your friends are going or that kind of thing, because sometimes peer pressure may be a thing at university when you meet new friends and you just want to kind of impress them and show them that you guys have the same interest. But just be yourself, listen to yourself. If you think you're meant to go, then go. If you don't, then just don't. Have the confidence to say no sometimes. You will have a lot of offer for you to go to different events, but just don't overwhelm yourself. University life is a whole complete different lifestyle, and it is impossible for you to live the same lifestyle you were used to back at home. So this means that there is a lot of adaptation, adjustment to integrate into your new life, which could take effort sometimes, and it is annoying sometimes. This means that you can't really have the same food, the same breakfast your mom cooks you or you make at home. Especially if you're an international student, everything's gonna be different there. It's the UK, you normally have like porridge or something in the morning. You can't have the same living schedule and you can't have the same habits, since sometimes there isn't just the facilities around you are just different and you really need to adapt to that new environment. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that your life in university is going to be completely different to your life at home. There might be some similarities, but it definitely will be different since it is a new environment at the end of the day. And just embrace that and see that as a really good opportunity for you to live a better life and to improve yourself. Okay, lastly, university I think makes you worry a lot more about your future than when you were in high school, because the people that you come in contact is different. Everyone is just growing up as an adult, and you start to think about your future, what career you're gonna embark in the future, and it just stresses you out a bit more than being in high school. Because when I was in high school, the stressing factor is A-levels and what university I'm going to. I never really think about my future, but when I embark on a university journey, things just not knowing what I want to do just stresses me out so much, since some of my friends already plan out their future in a clear path, and some want to be an engineer when they grow up, some are so keen to be musicians when they grow up, and I'm just here just still juggling between different hobbies and interests. But it's okay, I just wanted to let you know that if you don't know what you're doing in the future, I'm with you, since me myself, I have no idea what I'm interested in, and I really want to do a job that is suitable for my passion and aligns with what I really want to do. I don't want to do a job just for the salary, so I'm still trying to figure it out. And don't worry, I think university is a place where you start to question yourself. Is your degree really what you enjoy, and is that what you want to pursue in the future? And some people do get really burnt out and overstressed because of that. So just don't worry, since I am at the place where I don't know what the heck I'm doing, and I'm newly finishing university. I still have 1 more year to go. Because I don't know what to do, that's why I'm doing masters, just to elongate my higher education studies, since I actually don't know what career field I want to get into. That is a wrap on the things that really stresses me out and I dislike about university sometimes. Obviously, university is a great place. I genuinely enjoy it. If not, I wouldn't have made so many videos about my university and just showing you guys how much of a great time I'm having every single day at university. Me in Hong Kong right now, I just can't wait to get back to Sheffield and see all my friends again. But then obviously, as I said just now, nothing is perfect, and I feel like I have the right to let you know that you can't expect university to be perfect as well. I don't want to be that one person that just makes you think university is so freaking perfect that you're gonna have an amazing life, since social media is the one place where it just always manipulates people to think everyone's having a perfect life, since everyone just posts good things about themselves. No one posts anything that makes them unhappy, right? So I'm just gonna let you know that overall, there are so many good things about university, and it always overshines the bad things, but bad things happens too, since there is good and bad in life. And here are just some of the bad things that you may encounter, but you may not. You may be really lucky and have a perfect university life. Who knows? Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.